Well, welcome to Las Vegas. We are in our home and garden new home. If you weren't here in January, you may not have known that we moved from the 9th floor to the 6th floor here in Las Vegas. We have a really exciting week planned for you. Not only are we here in this new beautiful space, aren't these doors amazing? And what Ken and the designers did with this, they created this right on the outside. Isn't that cool? They have some very beautiful things here for you. I'm going to show you dwelling. I'm going to show you modern invitation. Speaking of Ken is going to be with me this week here in Las Vegas. Ken Fegetter is going to join me, LeAnn Moyers, and we are going to take you through some of the top 100 and 200 trending items coming out of the Dallas and the Atlanta shows. Now, first things first, you've got to know how to find us here, right? So you're just going to take the escalator, and Brian's going to show you how that looks right down the hallway. When you take the escalator to the 6th floor, they have these great signs here in this building. I think it's pretty easy to find us most of the time. And we're going to go to 606, and this is our front doors for 606. Our holiday is over in 618. We do have home and garden split this year. Part of it's here in this expanded space, and the other part of home and garden is over in 618. For right now, I can't wait to show you some of our top items. We've completed Dallas, we've completed Atlanta, and we know some of the products that are trending hot, and we're going to share those with you. We're not going to hold anything back. The top collection that we're presenting to you of our 6 is Dwelling, and Dwelling has that incredible Japandi style. If you're not following the hashtags Japandi or Japandi interior style, you need to do that on Instagram. You need to do that over on your Pinterest page. This is the look. It's kind of that perfect marriage between Scandinavian style and Japanese traditional style, but it's very clean and very modern. Now, Brian is showing you this first entry table. And the first thing you're going to notice are those natural elements. We see the wood, we see the stone, right? And so this is from the earth, and we have lots of these natural earth tones, dried botanicals here. This is hot. This is trending as a collective. Through all 6 collections, this is the look most buyers are looking for. Now, on this table in particular, I want to point something out to you. If you're looking at all of these beautiful things here for Japandi, what is selling the hottest? Well, it happens to be these 3 small vases right here on this tray. And these are 3 assorted. They are small, they are shaped. You see the natural wood grain. They've got a very light polish on the outside. But one of the things that people really love about them is that they have a very narrow throat. And so you can put just a little bitty stem in there, or you can buy the dried floral botanical bundles, and you can separate those bundles out. Just pop a little bit in there, and it's a good look. Now, as we come around here, I'm going to point out a couple other of those top items. I'm going to share them with you this week. We're going to be doing some lives. We're going to have some videos coming out directly to you in email. Melrose Insiders is still working. That's a texting program for you. And we're going to share these products with you. And this is one right here. This might really shock you. This is our silver dollar spray, and this arrangement is made with several of them in here. Now, normally, when we run our list for the top sellers, the best sellers, the trending list, and they're all a little bit different, what happens is Fia Flame ends up number 1, number 2, number 3, on down the line, and then we get into the products. But it didn't happen this time. As we closed up Dallas and we closed up Atlanta and we merged all that data together, this spray was number 3. Why? Well, it's very flush. It has that natural color. The petals themselves are fabric. This is something that in this Dwelling collection is doing very well. You want to make sure you have that in your order. Another thing that's doing really well, is in the top 12, is these little birds right here. And see how we have mimicked the style of this collection right on the surface of these birds? They're nice and sleek. They're modern. But etched in the inside is that dried look of the dried botanical. And we have this in a natural wood look on the shelf below, and we have it in this crisp white. But the white pear is the one that is doing really well. As we move on around in Dwelling, I have to point out our best-selling ever lanterns from Melrose. They're right here. They're their curved top wooden lanterns. If you are thinking about bringing lanterns in, and maybe you haven't brought lanterns in the past, these are the ones you want to start with. These are our best sellers. They move. We have more reorders for those lanterns than any other lanterns we have at Melrose. Here's a new made in the USA furniture product that we happen to have. This one is not in our top 200. Well, it kind of makes sense, right? You're not going to sell a whole lot of LED fireplace inserts and consoles, but it does fit that Japanese style. Look at the profile. Look how low this sits. That's kind of that Japanese style where the profile is a little bit lower. The wall art is positioned a little lower on the wall, but we have that natural wood tone and the nice horizontal or vertical straight lines that you're going to see for Japandi style. Let's move on over here. I'm going to show you a few other things. We're going to leave the beautiful dried botanicals here. from dwelling, and we're going to move into a whole different look. But this is the other collection that is doing very, very, very well for us, and that happens to be Modern Invitation. And this kind of sums it up right here. We have a lot of Art Deco style. We have some beautiful vases with a nice saturation in the glass. Linear style. Look at the linear style on this metal lantern right here. And you notice that it really features Fia Flame beautifully. That's because we brought these in from your request to make sure that we had more lanterns and more candle holders that show Fia Flame very well. Now, I know you want to know about the best sellers. The best sellers are right here. These are it. These have a nice graduated surface, kind of a tree pattern. They are laser cut with a lot of integral little bitty pieces that project that light and have that nice radiant color coming from the Fia Flame. We've got our baby in here. She's a little gal, a little baby Fia Flame. This is one of the top selling products, of course, and then our regular amber and orange Fia Flame is doing wonderfully. But you know why these lanterns over all the other candle holders, and we probably brought in maybe 50 different new laser cut candle holders, but these are doing very well because they're lined with gold. And so they have the gold metallic on the inside just to reflect that Fia Flame coloring that is coming off of the flame itself. Those are doing wonderfully. A lot of our stores have that in their orders. If you don't have that in your order, that's something you want to talk to your Melrose sales rep about making sure to add in. I'm going to show you a few more back here. Here are some table accents that we have down on the bottom. Again, it's a nice black geometric item. You're just going to see that shape here in Modern Invitation. You're going to see lines, you're going to see line art, you're going to see laser cuts, and you're going to see that type of design. It's got a little bit of gold finishes right on the corners, and that's what fits it in perfectly here in Modern Invitation. We're going to swing around the corner because I want to show you something that, well, I haven't actually approved this through Melrose, but I'm going to change the name of something that they have. I saw it for the first time on the wall. I wasn't really impressed with it. And it's this. It is called Foliage Vine. So if you're wanting to buy this item, it's called Foliage Vine. And if you see it on the wall like this, don't judge it by that. You want to judge it by the way that it looks when it's Instagram ready, ready to sell to your customers, and the designers have already touched it. And that's this piece right here. And I've changed the name. I'm going to call it the Enchanted Forest Vine. It is shapeable. You can mold this in different directions. It gives you that height. And so the height is what we're talking about. Now, how many times are you here and you're taking pictures for your store and you're making sure you're taking pictures and sending them out to your customers and you want that nice vertical appeal? Well, this is it. This is an incredible piece. I also say that it's enchanted because you see this little green leaf that's here. You might be thinking, I think I've seen that before at Melrose, and you have. Because we usually sell this in the cuttable mats that go in the bottom of the lanterns. We've had that for a very long time, but we also have it in the orb, and then we have it here on this branch. So talk to your Melrose sales rep about making sure that you have the mats for your lanterns, you have this Enchanted Forest Vine, and I expect you to use those words because we're going to get that changed on the tag from Foliage Vine to Enchanted Forest Vine, right? We're going to trend that. And so this is the item that you're going to look for. This one is in the top 10. So when we brought in 900 new SKUs for Melrose, this is a hot, hot product that is coming out of Modern Invitation. So this week, Ken is going to be here with me. I love working with Ken. He is a great person. We always have a lot of fun when we're working together. We're going to be sending out some emails for the Melrose retailers. We have the Insiders program, which is the texting program. You can come see your sales rep and you still have time to get an appointment here in Las Vegas. Or you can just plan to join our email list and log in and watch the virtual showroom 24 hours a day. So talk to them, ask them what's trending, what's hot, what did I miss in my order in Dallas and Atlanta that I need to make sure is included. C606, C618, we want to see you very, very soon.